You know, not a day goes by that I don't see at least one message or comment saying, I miss how Call of the Wild used to be, or I miss Call of the Wild from 2020. And I can't help but think afterwards, well, what do you mean? The game can still be played the way that you played back in 2020, or before even. The only difference is, we have a lot more animals, a lot more reserves, and a lot more guns to use now. But you can go back and play exactly how you did back then, and in fact, I do that quite often here on the channel for videos, or even sometimes in the middle of a live stream like we did the other day, where I decided to take an hour to just hunt upland birds. I also see the question quite often of, Scarecrow, why don't you play the game the way that you used to back when you first started doing YouTube? And, well, I do. I still do a lot of videos that are very similar to the stuff that I used to do back when I started the channel. The only difference is I've learned a lot more about the game now and have upped my editing quality and things like that to make it feel different, though it is still very much the same thing. We still do multiplayer hopping videos, we still do challenge videos, and we still do just fun hunts. The only difference is now it's mixed in with grind content. I've even had some people say that the only type of content I make is grind content, and because of that, they're no longer interested in the channel. When all it takes is a quick look through the recent uploads, and that is immediately proven wrong. Well, if you're one of the people that misses the way Call of the Wild used to be played, this is probably going to be the video for you. As we're going to be doing just a casual hunt through Silver Ridge Peaks multiplayer, hunting as much stuff as we can, and also, if we get lucky, looking for trophies as well. We will be using some rifles that we don't normally use, like the 308 bolt action, which is what you're seeing me use on these elk, as well as that bear. We've also got ourselves the 454, as it's a gun that I don't use that commonly. And then we've also got the 223 bolt action rifle, a gun that, until recently, was unfortunately not very good. There's our bear kill. Let's go ahead and take a look at where we hit it. That was a nice little double lung shot with the 308. Looking beautiful. You'll love to see it. And there's our last Rocky Mountain elk. That is a 212. We did get single lung, which kind of surprised me, as that was a very weird angle to take a shot at, but it somehow worked out still. You know, it never fails to amaze me how impressive even just an average size 4 looks for the Rocky Mountain elk. They really are an amazing animal in Call of the Wild, and hopefully one of these days they will get a great one, as that would be probably the most insane looking great one we could possibly have in the game. I mean, just look at how amazing a mid-sized level 4 looks. It is honestly impressive. And that guy right there is just a little bit more impressive, so let's get lined up on him and see if we can take him down with the 308. That looked to be a good shot, if I'm not mistaken. And it is. He's going down. One more for good measure that we missed. Well, that's unfortunate. You very much still can play the way that we did 3, 4, even 5 years ago here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. The only difference is nowadays we have so many other playstyles that have been introduced and discovered that make it so there's more variety than ever before. But you very much can still play exactly how we are in this video right here. The only difference is there's so much more to do as well. And that really is the beauty of Call of the Wild. It's the reason this game is so popular. There's so much variety in playstyles, and with so many different ways to play, it has made this game appeal to a much larger range of people than any other hunting game out there. Now that right there is a sight we really don't see too often anymore. That is a bunch of mountain goats feeding. After they moved mountain goats around and took away their drink zones, we haven't really ever seen them since then. So this is honestly a treat, and it kind of makes me think to myself, should we go for a mountain goat grind at some point? Because I do think it would actually be pretty interesting to try and learn where they tend to be and see if we can manage to get ourselves a diamond or rare with the increased difficulty of mountain goat hunting nowadays. It looks like one of the mountain goats did not spook off, so we're going to try and get it to stop by shooting next to it with the 22. You didn't know this is a little trick that you can use to get animals to stop running away if they're not spooked, that is. If they're just trotting, it is a way that you can get them to stop and go alert. And there she is right there. Let's see if we can get a shot in her with the 223. I think that should be vitals, but it's hard to tell because this gun kills them very slowly, even with the buffed penetration and expansion that it has nowadays. So there is one of our mountain goats. This is the one that we took down with the 308. 64.01. That is a white fur type female. Honestly, I think it's been at least 4 or 5 months since I've shot a mountain goat. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but it's definitely been a long time. So it's nice to get one of these things down after so long of just not seeing them. Unfortunately, we messed up the shot pretty bad on that second one. Sadly, the 223 just not pulling through there with the weird angle that we took that shot at. However, I did get a call from a male mountain goat off in this direction, so I think we're going to go for that, as I haven't seen a male in a long time. And I just heard some footsteps. I don't know if it was him or if it was something else, but something is close. And there we go. What is going on? Somebody's using an elk call, and it sounds like it's right next to me. Oh gosh. I think this server may be cursed. We're just gonna ignore that and hope that it's just a bug and that there's not like some invisible person next to me, because that would be quite unfortunate. Well, here goes nothing. If I'm not mistaken, the 454 has some ridiculous penetration, so I think we should be able to take pretty much any angle here, including that one right there, and he is officially down. That is honestly not a bad mountain goat. It's not going to be a diamond, but it should hit very close to it. And there it is. That is a beautiful looking mountain goat. Let's see what it scores. 102.26. This was very, very close to diamond, but just a little bit off. And I kind of had a feeling that it would be with the way these horns are angled. Usually if they angle like this, they aren't going to make diamonds. So I had a feeling it wouldn't make it, but I was also kind of hoping that it would. Oh my gosh, again? What is going on with this call? You know, I think I'm going to leave this server. This this place is cursed. You know, if this bear is going to give us a shot, we're going to go ahead and take it. One more shot and down he goes. Hopefully this server will end up being a little bit better. I checked around and there doesn't seem to be too many zones, so maybe we'll get lucky and find a lot of trophies on this one. It also is a level 10 server, which again, decent chances that it's relatively unsearched and maybe we can find something good. Oh my gosh, that looked huge. Oh my gosh, it is huge. It's definitely not a diamond, but that is a huge Rocky Mountain elk. Right up in the top of the Rocky Mountains as well. How perfect is that? There he is down there. There he is. That looked like a solid shot, but I could be wrong. It's a solid shot. We got him. Let's go. That is a really large Rocky Mountain elk. It's unfortunate it doesn't have a chance at diamond, but that is not a bad bull. And there we have it. That is our Rocky Mountain elk right there. I can kind of see why the score is so low. It's uneven. That antler is nowhere near as big as that antler, so it ends up scoring 410, but it very well could have been 450s, potentially even higher if these were matching antlers. But we managed to get a pretty good shot into him. I mean, that barely hit the lung, though. We were very lucky. Regardless, though, we got him down, and that's definitely our biggest elk of the day. You know, we've got a lot of very large plains bison in this group. I think we definitely have to try and take down at least 1 or 2 of them. That guy is looking extra nice, so I think he's going to be our target. There is a couple that I haven't been able to spot, but I don't think any of them are bigger than this guy right here. Now, unfortunately, he has spooked off from the wind, so we're going to have to make a very sketchy shot, but I think we can make this if we're lucky here. The thing about the 454 is the penetration is ridiculous, so that could have hit him in the vitals right there. Though it's looking like it definitely did. Oh my gosh, it actually did. Wow. Okay, well, that was insane. So there is our big level 4 bison. Let's go ahead and claim this thing. I don't believe that's going to make diamond, but it is a very beautiful bison nonetheless. And yes, 170.26. Looks like 183.5 is diamond. I didn't think this guy would make it, but man, they're still so cool looking. Definitely one of the better new true racks they added, and honestly, very underrated. I don't see anybody talking about them, even though it's so cool what they've done. We got the rings down here, and then we also have the wear on the tips of the horns. It really makes it look super good. That is a decent turkey right there. It honestly has a good chance of being a level 2 diamond. If you didn't know, the 9 to 11 kg turkeys have a pretty solid chance of making it. So anytime you see one of those, be sure to take it down, as it could be a diamond. There is our turkey right there, and that is a gold 4.39, so not even close to diamond, sadly, but it's a pretty wide range that these 9 to 11s can hit. They can hit pretty low in gold, or they can hit really high in gold or even diamond. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think we have shot a pronghorn yet today, so let's go ahead and get one of these down if we can. In fact, I'd like to take it out with the 223. We need to get his attention, though, first, and now he is attentive. Let's see if we can get him to go alert. Unfortunately, he's being a little bit weird. Typical multiplayer struggles. That should be a good hit. And he is going down. And there it is. There is our little pronghorn. So that right there was a double lung hit. With double lung, the 223 is honestly pretty good now. Obviously, it's nowhere near something like the 308, but it's not meant to be. It is a lower class rifle that is meant for small game, and if you want, you can also take a deer with it. Well, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a throwback. I know a lot of you have wanted a video like this, and though I do upload multiplayer hunts quite often, it seems like a lot of the times people don't know that I do that and think that all I do is grinding. So I figured we would do a video that is kind of like focused and titled around it being a more traditional hunt in multiplayer. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing, as I do a variety of different hunting content here on the channel, including lots of different types of videos and live streams. Also, if you haven't already, hit notifications, because it really does help out the channel a ton. The sooner people watch the video, the better chances that video has of doing well. I'll leave a comment down below as well, and also hit that like, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.